Hello and welcome to CICD Test. As you all know, the whole course is there for free on YouTube for you to learn and excel in software testing. But if in case you are facing any difficulties in cracking the interviews, then we have come up with a complete new approach for interview preparation. So over here, we have the interview preparation Java plus Selenium batch. This is a live batch for 2 months. The course duration is going to be for 2 months. This is going to give you a complete boost in your confidence, as confidence is simply a byproduct of the knowledge that you have. Now to support this, we have our mock interviews from industry experts. We have a pool of manual and automation testing experts from the industry, and we will all come to cater you the best ever experience of a mock interview session. We are also going to provide you a detailed report of this interview session, wherein you will be able to identify what are the areas that you have to focus and what are your strong areas, so that you can lead your interview in the same direction as per your knowledge. The number of interviews that we are going to cover in this mock interviews package for 3,000 only is 2. So we are going to conduct 2 mock interviews, one mock interview to understand where you stand today, and the second interview will be conducted once you are ready with all the gaps covered as advised as a review of your first interview. Nevertheless, keep watching and learning for free. Happy learning, all the best.
So you have to first go to command. This is command prompt. You just simply go here and write CMD. You will have in your command prompt. Okay. Now what you have to simply write Java space -version. See, it is giving me Java 1.8. So anything above 1.8 or 1.8, it is acceptable. Anything below this is not accepted. And just in case you are seeing, Java not found, or, method not found, or Java not present error, then what you have to do? You have to do nothing, guys. You have to simply go to, just a second. You have to simply go to Google and you have to write this. Download Java. Go to Google, type this. See, the very first link you have got is this. Okay, you go here, you scroll down. Okay, now see, this is the whole library. Okay, over here you have all the systems, all executable files are over here. You have to select as per your system. If you have a Windows 64-bit system, you have to select this one. The moment you will click, it will download the executable file, and this executable file will be downloaded in your where? It will be downloaded in your downloads folder. Okay. Once it is there, you double click on that, click next. Once you have that thing downloaded in your file, what will happen is you have to go to C drive. Okay. Now, if you go to your C drive, you see program files x86 and program files, right? These are the 2 folders, right? This is one folder and this is the other folder, right? So if you have a 32-bit system, okay, if your system is 32 bits, then you will have this Java file inside your x86 folder, okay? But if you have a 64-bit system, which is a normalcy, and it's a normal case that you must have your 64-bit system, then you will be having your Java folder inside your program files. So the moment I click on program files, I see Java here. See, Java is here, right? So I see that Java is here, right? So I have to double click on Java, and the moment I double click on Java, I see JDK and JRE. Now, what is JDK and JRE, guys? JDK is something which is, see, JDK and JRE. Okay, what are these 2 things? See, guys, JDK is Java Development Kit. And JRE is Java Runtime Engine. Okay. Now, what is the difference? See, guys, whenever you have to do the development kind of work, right now we are here to develop, right? We are here to code. For that, the whole kit is required, wherein inside this JIRA is also there. And in here, when you are talking about JRE, this is required to run your program that you have done. Okay. So to run your program, JRE is required. So does that mean if it will be correct if I say, see, these are the two windows. Okay. These are the two laptops, let's say. Okay. These are the two different systems. Now here there was JDK and JRE both, and I have developed a piece of code. Okay. Now this piece of code, if I want to run here, there is no need for me to download JDK here. I have to only run. I need not to go and develop over there. So I only have to run. So for that, I only can have JRE in the system, and the code will definitely run. Okay. So this is the basic difference. Now what you have to do, you have to simply go to your JDK folder, and this inside this there is one bin folder. We will come up to that, but till here what you have to do is you have to copy this path. Okay. And then again go to your this start menu, and here you have to write env environment variables. Okay. Env, the moment you write envir or something like that, it will give you this option, edit the system environment variables. You have to click on here, and here will be environment variables option. Okay. So you have to click on environment variables, and you do not touch the user variables. Just do not touch the user variables. Okay. What you have to do inside system variables, you have to create a new variable name and variable value. And this variable name has to be Java, all caps, guys, all caps, Java _ home. Okay. So this is how you do it. And here the variable value will be the path, this path that you have copied from here. Okay. This path you have to give it here, right? This path you have to give it here. Okay. And press OK. I am not pressing OK because, guys, I see I already have it here. See, right? Why we are doing this? Because we want our machine to recognize that we have Java in our system. Sometimes, see, Mac OS is going to come up with the Java already. So it is inbuilt. So there is no point going and doing these kind of things. And in Mac also, there is a different way. But then you have to practice on Windows machine only. Why? Because the moment you are going to join in the firm, at what salary package you are going to join, or at the entry level, no one is going to give you a Mac machine. Okay, that's not how the whole structure works. I mean, even Google is giving HP laptops or Dell laptops, or I mean, this is an entry level job, so definitely you will be having your Windows machine to practice on. And then also on this thing, the path, you just double click on path and add a new path. Okay, what you have to do, you have to add a new path, and you have to now copy from this whole path. You have to copy till bin. Now see, guys, these files are very important. These are the files that are going to run Java for you on your system. Okay, so you have to copy the path till bin, and you have to paste it over here in new. Okay, you have to paste it over here. Or what you can do is you can use this. See what I've done, Java %Java _ home %. So it is going to pick by this syntax, it is going to pick the path till here from Java home till here it is going to pick, not the bin part, because in Java home, like we have seen, I have only given path till JDK, right? So now what will happen? Again, going to path and %Java home %, the path operator, and then bin. Okay, So this is how you have to write, or you can simply copy paste the path from here like this, and you click on new like this, and done. Okay. Fine. So I'm not writing it over here because it will give ambiguity to the system. So I'm closing this. You have to click OK. For now, I'm closing it. And then your system will recognize your Java version. How you are going to check that? Java space hyphen version. Okay. So this is the way to check it. Now, guys, if you do not have Eclipse, I'm telling you how to download it. But guys, just in case, if you have Eclipse in your system, whatever version it is not required for you to change that till you are learning your Java. Once we are going to move on to, Selenium, you are having enough time in your hand to update your Eclipse. Okay, so right now you can still start, like say data types we are going to cover in today's class. So you can start with Eclipse, whatever version you have. Okay. So just in case you do not have any version of Eclipse, what you have to do, you have to go to Google, and you have to write this. What you have to write on Google only, you have to write download Eclipse for Java developers. The moment you will do this, it will give you this web page and also these options with the very first link for Eclipse IDE for Java developers. You have to click over here, and it is automatically going to give you a version of Eclipse that is compatible to your system. This is compatible to my system, and this is the latest one, 2023-09. This is the latest one. Okay. The moment you will click on here, it will create this kind of a folder. See, Eclipse installer. So this is an installer. Okay, this is not Eclipse. This is the installer of Eclipse that you are going to download from there. You have to just double click here, and see, the moment is going to open, it is going to give you a few options. So you can use this one, Eclipse IDE for Java developers. At the present moment, what I am using is this one, Eclipse IDE for Enterprise Java. There is not major difference over here, guys. What you have, see, there are different components offered by Eclipse IDE for Enterprise, and there are different for Java developers. So guys, what you have to work on is a few things only. So you have to have Java IDE, the Git client. If necessary, we are going to get from the Git commands from the command prompt. So this is not much necessary, but then the Java IDE and Maven is something which is important. Maven, when we are going to, we have seen in the syllabus as well, right? So when we are going to initiate with our Selenium lessons, we are going to create Maven project. Till we are learning Java, we are going to use Java project. The same is offered in this as well, but then it is offering more things. So I have downloaded this one. Once this is done, you click next, and you will be able to download the whole Eclipse. It will take a little time, and as per the the network connection, it is going to take its own time. And once that is done, you can simply go here, see the start menu, and write Eclipse. See, this is how it will appear on your screen. The moment you will click on Eclipse, see guys, now we are going to start our Eclipse and the Java part. Okay. So the moment you will click on here, let's say I want to create inside the downloads folder itself, I want to create another folder, or you can create in your backup drive, which is D drive or something that you have get for backup. You can create it there. I'm only telling you, I'm only showcasing you that there will be a workspace given by, see this. These are all created by me, but then this was the initial workspace. So this is how it should appear at your screen. I mean, the system name is CICD test, and then this is the Eclipse workspace. This is the default thing that you are going to experience. Okay, inside instant CI/CD test, you're going to see your system name. Okay. Now, by this, I want to tell you that you can change your workspace to the default workspace to any other workspace by just creating a new folder and giving it a name. Let's say I am giving this folder, let's say morning Java sessions. Okay. This is the name of the project. Okay. Now, what I have to do when I'm opening Eclipse, I have to browse and we have to go to downloads and see here is morning sessions. You have to simply select folder and launch. It's that simple, right? So this is what you have to do. Now in here, once your project will open, just maximize it and see there is welcome screen over here, right? So just close this. Once you'll close, you will see these all things. Okay. So do not create your project from here, because I mean, you definitely can create, but if you are creating your first project, I want to take you through this. So you have to click on file and go to new, and there will be a project option, right? So now in here, you will be having all kinds of projects. See, Gradle, Maven. Maven, we are going to create Maven project. Once we are going to deep dive Selenium. Then there is Java. See, Java project. So this is what we have to select, right? So we have to select Java project. Click on next. The moment you click on next, it is going to ask you the name of the project. Now the nomenclature. Guys, let's go through the basics first. Okay. Nomenclature cannot of a project name cannot start with a numeric form. Okay. A digit cannot represent the start of the project. See, if I go and write any digit, it is saying invalid module name 5 is not a valid Java identifier, right? But you can definitely use the numbers. Okay. Let's say today is 6th of November. Okay. Today is 6th of November, right? So let's write 6th November. Okay, not November 6th November, let's say November 6th. Now see, the moment I have written some string value, it is giving me no error. This is just saying discourage module. Now again, if you are starting the name with a capital letter, then again it is discouraged. Okay, you have to start it with a small letter. Caps should not be on. Okay, now see, there is no. So there is a string value and there is a number over here. Now there is no error. Okay, so November 6 batch. Okay, November 6 batch. Let's say 06 batch. Okay, this is the name of the project. Then what you have to do is you just simply see which JIRA is selected. So guys, Selenium is most compatible with Java 8, 1.8. So doesn't mean that if it is working with Java 1.8 version, it is not working with all the other versions. Yes, it is working for all fine, but it is most compatible with Java 1.8. Okay. So finish and click on open perspective. Now, what is perspective? What do you mean by open perspective? So here is where your whole perspective is seen. Your folder structure is seen. See, we have selected Java 1.8 and see, this is the whole library. All jars are here. The jars are visible in this one, right? So the whole Java library is here, the JRE library. And then this is the source code folder. Okay. Now, one more thing. If just in case you are not able to see this perspective, or you are by mistakenly, you have lost this perspective, what to do? Nothing to worry, guys. You have to simply go to window and click on perspective, and then it is going to give you all this. Okay, so you have to select reset perspective, and see, it is all here again. Okay, so need not to worry in this kind of things. Now here inside SRC, we have to create one new package. What is package, guys? Package is nothing, just a folder only. Okay, but now in Java structures, we are going to name it as package. Okay, now November 6 batch SRC is the source folder. Okay, the name of the package has to be, let's say, pilot package. Okay, pilot package. Now this is how you have to write your nomenclature. Okay, you have to use camel casing. What is camel casing, guys? What is camel casing? Camel casing is when you, for every new word, let's say NAVEN, and then the next word, whatever word it is, let's say Kanishk. So the next word has to be capital. Okay, Kanishk. And then let's say Nisha. So the next word has to be capital. Or say Java package we are writing. So we have to start with a small letter. Okay. Then package can be P bigger. Okay, the capital P. So this is how you write your nomenclature. Okay, so pilot package, again, the nomenclature is all correct. This is camel casing. Then finish. See, here it is, your package. Then click on new, and then there will be class. Okay, you have to create a class inside the package. Again, class. So the name of the package, the name of the class, what you want to name the class. We are going to learn data types. Okay, so again, data types, D has to be small, and then types. Okay, see, again, it is data types. Now here is the catch, guys. This particular thing you have to always tick. Why? Because this is automatically going to give you a main method. Okay, it is automatically going to generate a main method for you in your class. If you will initiate the class by clicking on this thing, once you'll click on finish, it is going to give you a class. See, this is your class. Here also inside the package, here is the class. Okay, now in here, this is the class declaration. Okay, this is the name of the class that we have written, data types, right? Now this is your main method, like we have discussed in the very beginning in initial period, that public static void main string array of string arguments. Now this is a variable, guys. This is a variable. Arguments is a variable. Either we can simply write Naveen also, then also it is not going to give you any error. Okay, this is the variable name. Variable name can be any. For now, the syntax says arguments because it is basically identifying arguments over here. It is, it is giving you a clue that, okay, fine, this is the arguments array, string arguments array.